Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Career Bliss Thursday. I am your host, Jennifer Kent, the founder of the Guava Project, a place where I help you ditch your boring job and create a business that you love and deserve. And in today's episode, I'm going to be sharing with you 7 things you need to be doing right now in order to find the work you love. So the very first thing that I want you to do is to start journaling. So I want you to start journaling about what it is that you want in both your personal life and your career. As women, we tend to compartmentalize and have different little boxes for different aspects of our lives. And I want you to put a stop to that. So I want you to start writing in terms of all the things that you want in as a whole. Start looking at life as a whole. What do you want your life to look like? And avoid putting things into little boxes like, family and body and sexuality and career and so on. So start with a blank canvas. Be free to share any thoughts that come to mind, because this is your safe place for you to just pour some ideas and kind of get some juices going, okay? The very second thing I want you to do is to not become a victim of your circumstances. So sure, you may be in a job that you don't like right now, and perhaps you're in that job because of necessity, because you need to pay the bills, or because of you're trying to conform to certain societal norms. Everybody has to have a job and it has to be this type of job. Or maybe it's just a fear. It's the fear of you putting yourself out there and exposing yourself to a different way of being. But either way, you have created these circumstances for yourself, and you're the only one who can get yourself out of this place. So if you are in a job that you do not appreciate, that doesn't fulfill you, that doesn't give you the things that you want in life, then it is your responsibility to get away from that. It is your job, no pun intended, to start figuring out what it is that you want and move away from those circumstances. Just don't get stuck. I do have some notes over here that I'm going to be referring to just as we go along. Point number 3 is to find your tribe. It is so important during this phase of your life to surround yourself with people that actually love what they do. It just opens up your mind to the possibilities of what it's like to earn a living doing something that you are satisfied with, that you find purpose in, that you love to do every day, right? So surround yourself by people who have that kind of positive energy. It will re-energize your job search. It will re-energize your way to figure out what it is that you're going to do next. You can do that through different online forums or Facebook groups or meetups. And it doesn't have to necessarily be just career oriented. You can start by attending different things like hobby parties and things like that, and you'll start to get a sense of what people do and how they integrate that into their lives. Next thing that you need to be doing right now is take stock of what comes to you easily. And this is so important. So I want you to start making a list of the things that just naturally come to you super easy, that people are always complimenting you on, and then start working like crazy on improving on those skills. It is so satisfying to do something that you're naturally good at. It boosts up your self-esteem, and it creates a sense of ease and flow. So start categorizing or making a list of identifying, is what I mean to say, what those things are, and then start working like crazy to really get going on improving upon those skills. So take some classes, go to a workshop, talk to somebody about it, try to practice with someone or something like that. The next thing that you need to be doing right now is to get clear on your vision. Now, sometimes we get stuck on the day-to-day routines, and it is important for us to take a step back and kind of take a look and say, all right, what is it that I'm trying to get at over here? Recently, I was talking to my business bestie, and she was really getting stuck on what was going on right now, and I simply asked her, well, what's your vision? And that really gave her a moment to pause and really evaluate the bigger picture. So I invite you to do the same. Ask yourself open-ended questions that invite your brain and your whole being into that realm of possibilities, right? So it's not so much about the logistics at this point, and try to focus more on what is possible, what is it that I'm looking to do, what is it that I want. And I do have a great exercise for you to be able to narrow this down and put it into paper. And it's a great little exercise that I am passionate about sharing because it was so good and it helped me a lot through my own journey when I was starting this process. You can get get the copy of it at bit.ly.com I'm sorry, not bit.ly.com, bit.ly/ideal day design. That's bit.ly/ideal day design. And I will put a link to that on my notes as well. The next thing that you need to be paying attention to is that you are going to feel the fear, and you're going to have to just work through that anyway. So feel the fear and work through it anyways. You're going to fail, and that's okay. Failing is okay. It's going to be a journey, it's going to be a process, and you need to become aware of this. You need to acknowledge it, and you need to come to peace with it. Some people hit it right out of the gate with their first idea, and they hit a home run and they're good to go. Other people, like me for instance, we have to go through several iterations of what it is that we think we're going to be working on, fail at it, or maybe succeed but not really enjoy it, and put it aside and move on. You're not going to be you're going to be learning from every one of those experiences in order to be able to move forward and narrow down and get more clarity as to what it is that your next step is. And number 7, last but not least, put together a plan. And I cannot emphasize this any stronger. It is so important that you start putting together some sort of plan as to how it is that you're going to move forward, how you're going to what are the next steps that you need to take in order to get to a point where you're ready to start a business, start talking to other people in the industry, and get started with your side hustle, or transition full-time to this side business that you have already started. Because like the saying goes, a plan, a goal without a plan is just a wish. And I really hope that these tips will help bring some clarity to your whole process. Please, please, please share the love. If you know of anybody else who's struggling with finding the work they love, please share this video with them. I would love for you to subscribe and leave a comment below and let me know how you're going to implement these tips in your life. Until next time, I wish you much love and success. Bye.